Hello people, you're welcome to our channel. This is TV UCC, and of course this is Campus Rundown, the #1 infotainment show that is designed to bring you updates on activities and of course events that happen on the land of University of Cape Coast. My name is Louise Bekwen. You can call me the PDF. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification icon so that you will get alert on our update, and do us that favor. Share this content for the world to get to know what we are doing here. We are currently at the Parliament of University of Cape Coast, and this is where the local news is organizing service drive for students of University of Cape Coast. They mean to help students so far as registration, passport registration, GNPC and more are concerned. So do stay with us. We're going to interact with the student and the student leaders to get to know more about this exercise. Today happens to be the 9th of February 2023, and of course the day has been slated for the local news student of University of Cape Coast to organize the service drive for the university community. And with this, I'm talking about the student, to be precise. We currently find ourselves at the Parliament of UCC, and this is where the program is actually coming off. You could see tents behind, and every tent has gotten what is actually happening there. We're going to interact with the student leaders to get to know more about this program. And of course, I have the privilege to speak with the president of local news of University of Cape Coast, Zwich Moses. My man, you're welcome to TVUCC.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm very fine.
Great. Tell us about the program.
Actually, the program is local NUGS service drive. So we are looking at, bringing services on board, and the services we are looking at is passports, birth certs, uswich, and also assist students to apply for student loan and GNPC scholarship as well. So basically, that is the program. We are bringing services close to the students for them to apply, or for them to get uswich or passport or any other thing.
But how did you select these services? I didn't hear tonight.
Yes, you see, now we have the Ghana card. So most of the times we use the Ghana card in place of the Senate. That is why we didn't really focus on the Senate card.
Passport, you're also working on that?
Yes, we are doing passport registration, birth cert as well.
Tell us briefly, the GNPC scholarship, what actually are you doing for the student when they come to the tent?
With the GNPC, that is the tent, what we are doing is that if any student is interested in applying for the GNPC scholarship, we give you the details, the requirements, and also assist you to apply for the GNPC scholarship. That is what we are doing to help students.
Who qualifies to apply for the student loan?
Every student. So far as you are a Ghanaian student and you attend a public university, you qualify to apply for the student loan.
And what are the requirements?
For the student loan, you just have to get an e-switch card. That is why we brought the Zenith Bank to assist students to get the e-switch. So if you're a student and you want to apply for the loan and you don't have e-switch card, you just have to get it instantly, and you come to this tent to register for the student loan trust fund. So the basic requirement we need from you as a student is the e-switch card. The rest, we have Ghana card, your student ID, and the necessary, personal information.
Level 400, level 100, do they qualify?
Yes, level 100 qualifies, level 200 and 400 as well. They qualify, all of them.
When would the payment of interest and of course the principal start?
Right, that one is a very complicated question. We had the conversation with the zonal manager, and he said they are still disbursing money to students. Okay, so now we have most of our students who have applied for the loan, and we don't know when the money will come. So what we are doing is that we've taken their list and we are waiting for a letter from the head office, so that we can send the letter to registrar in case they will allow students to register for their courses. When the monies are paid, the student can go ahead and pay for the school fees. That is what we are doing to help them.
With the e-switch, Zenith is right here.
Exactly.
Student loan, your office is right here. Why do you choose to organize this program here for students to come to Parliament to do this registration, of course, to assist them? Why don't you? Because I've seen a lot of communique going around, circulating, informing students about Zenith, informing students about student loan, informing students about student financial support, DNPC even. I've seen a communique circulating. What's the need for this?
Well, first of all, you have to, consider the work of the local NUGS. And I always tell people that local NUGS indirectly serves as an external affair committee of the SRC. So the difference between the SRC and the local NUGS is that we are in charge of external things. Anything outside the walls of UCC that will benefit the student becomes our work. That is why we are assisting students to get the passport. Because if you're a student and you want to go through the processes, it's very tedious. So in order to make it simple for students to apply or to get scholarship passports, that is why we brought it to them. That look, come and then go through this smooth process and let the student leaders go through the complicated process for you so that you can get your passport at ease. Now the e-switch, normally when you go to the banks, they will be tossing you around. They will tell you go and come tomorrow. But when we bring them here, they can do it instantly for you, and most of them have gotten their e-switch card.
All right, are there some challenges that you would want to talk about?
Obviously, I think that we would have to work more on the publicity because we have like over 24,000 students here, but we've not gotten that enough number. So I think that the next time we have to intensify the publicity to get more students involved.
Going forward, what do you have for the students? Let this be your final words anyway.
Yes, going forward, I encourage students to make good use of the student leaders. Anytime they bring opportunities that are going to help them, they should, involve themselves and do that. Yeah.
Susan, let's look at preparation. How was preparation?
Preparation is well, but then as well as tiring, because we've been planning for a program which was the Ignite we had just yesterday. So looking at that, we had to split up as committee members. People are going here, but then still you have to oversee everything. So it's been tiring, but then the love we have for the students, you have to do it for them. So
let's talk about your specific role so far as this exercise is concerned.
Okay, so with this, I am overseeing everything, as in I supervise what is going on. I move from desk to desk to ensure that everything is going on smoothly. There are no challenges. And then when there are some, we quickly work on it, and then we revert back to working, and then making sure that everything is done in the right way. No stress, everything is going on well. So.
When do you plan to finish this exercise?
16th February, next week Thursday.
Okay, so tomorrow too you will be here?
Yes. Actually, we're moving to the halls and then we'll climax here. That's next week Thursday. So tomorrow we're going to old sites. Monday we're going to new sites, and then SRC hall as well. And then we come back to climax here. We started here, so we'll come back here to climax. Finish registration.
Is there anything else that you would want to say?
Oh, we are entreating all students to actually come for their passports, their e-switch registration, their birth cert. Once you don't have, especially the 400, so regarding the e-switch, since they're going to be using it for their NSS, and then even after that when they start working, then students come for it. It's actually free for the e-switch and the passports, and then we have the loans. Those that want the loans too, they should come and then get their inquiries done and then everything as well.
People ready to speak with us is one of the participants who is done with this process. I don't know which of them that you went for assistant in, but before we talked about that, let's get to know you. What's your name? Which program are you studying? Which level are you?
I'm Kwame Ken, level 400, a BCom marketing student.
Oh, interesting. I also did BCom anyway, fellow BComer. I hope you're fine.
I'm very fine.
So, where did you call for assistant? Which of the tents?
The first tent.
The first one?
Yeah, the one just...
So what did they do there for you?
Actually, when I went, they were on a break, but I had a class, so they pardoned me and then they gave me a sheet to fill it. So it was just, I did everything and he looked through and was like, it was okay.
Is that the GNPC tent?
No, the passport.
Passport
registration.
Oh. So when are you expecting it?
It was like, actually, I didn't do everything now. they needed a passport size pic, but I am not having now at the moment. So he said I should snap and then send it to his mail.
So when do you plan to finalize everything with them?
That one, I've already made the payment. I think the payment is the problem. So far as I've made the problem, it's now up to them. When I send the passport pic, I'm sure everything will be.
Let's see, how did you get to know that they're doing this for students today?
Okay, actually, I saw it on a friend's stats. So I contacted him and it was the local news who were doing it. And then he sent me one of their committee's members number who happens to be a close friend. And then she said I should come to.
Do you think this is important to the extent that they should go on doing it for students?
Oh yeah, it's very important because you see some of us, where we are from, we don't get access to things like this. We want to do it, but because we don't have people to assist us, yeah. So it's a very good opportunity.
And the e-switch, do you already have e-switch card?
Yeah, I have e-switch.
This is Rosemond Ewuzi, who is a level 200 student studying BSc Psychology. And of course, she also just came from one of the tents. What were you doing there?
I came here to do passport.
How did you get to know the program?
Okay, I saw a flyer on someone's status. Yeah, so I came here. The location, everything was on it, so I followed it.
But passport, we know that you go online, you search for passport, Ghana passport registration, and this is quite simpler to be done there. Why did you choose to join the local news in this exercise?
I think because it's in the school, it's affordable and the process is quite easy. That's why I came here.
Did you hear about the other services that they are rendering, GNPC? No,
Yeah.
You have no interest in seeking for support or calling for support at the GNPC tent?
No, no.
I want you to say something to your friends who are watching. This is TV UCC. What advice would you want to give to them, especially to those who have not come here to seek for any of the assistance that local news is rendering this afternoon?
Okay, so what I'll tell them is that what is going on here is really easy and like affordable. So if you know you've not done your passport or birth cert or any other thing they are doing here, you should come. You shouldn't waste time at all.
It's time to visit the various tents and of course to get to know what's actually happening. So we're here to speak with those here. They'll be the first people that we will speak with. Let me quickly draw closer to the gentleman. My brother, how are you doing?
Oh bro, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
And I want to ask of how much you're doing.
Oh, hi there. So we've been working since morning, so it's been a whole lot of work.
I get you. I'm also fine anyway. So what are you actually doing here?
Okay, so this is the space for passport registration. So we are registering people for the passport registration.
How far with the participation?
Oh, the participation has been so massive since morning. People have been coming. Yes, even though the expected number that we want to see is not met, but we actually want to see people coming.
Roughly, what is the expected number?
At least if today we can have about 200 people registering for today to be good for us.
Are there some challenges that we've encountered so far here?
For the process has been very cool, just that some information, one or two things that we actually need from our applicants. Sometimes we have to delay a bit because they have to be calling home for all these things. Yeah. So these are the problems.
Okay, let's use the opportunity to advise those watching. Specifically, what are these materials that you think people have not been coming here with that you would want to advise those who are yet to come to make sure that they are fully prepared before they come here?
Oh, okay. So I want to tell each and everyone outside that when you are in for the passport registration, these are the core things you should need. Your birth certificate, we need a biometric one, not the old one, your Ghana card, your student's ID, and of course, if you have any other supporting document that you deem it fit to be called a Ghanaian citizen, you can come along with that.
I want to spend a few minutes on the passport registration desk. This lady is here. She's here to go through the process. My dear, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
I see that necklace, Akuya, right?
Yes.
What is your Christian name?
Juliana.
Juliana. Is there any song you remember that had Juliana in it?
Yeah.
Obo and everything. So, you know that.
Sure.
All right. And how far with the registration? Let's talk about that.
Oh, they are really doing massive work. They have time. for everybody too. And that's nice of them.
Do you think this is comfortable and convenient for you?
Yes, please. It's cool. They don't stress anybody. They give you time and you don't have some of the information so that maybe you reach the person that you want to get the information from.
But were you able to come with all the materials required for the process?
Yes, please.
So going forward from here, what table are you going to also
I
visit?
think the next one.
The next one, what are they doing there?
I think you take an email address to send them your passport picture.
Oh, okay. You already have that.
Yes, please.
When do you expect to get a passport actually? You have idea about that?
Not really sure, but maybe I hope I'll get it before maybe next semester.
Tell us about yourself. What's your name?
I'm Salma. I am on the committee for passport registration for local NUGS. Yes, so we are here registering for people who are interested to get a passport. Yes, that's what we are doing here.
How do you see the process so far?
It's actually going very well, aside from the fact that most people are not aware they need to have guarantors. And if they do, when they come here, it takes quite a long time for them to call their family members to get their details. So we are thinking that moving forward, before they get here, we inform them that they need to get the details of their guarantors, their residential address and everything, so that when they come here, the process will be very simple. Yes.
Interesting. What informed this decision of doing mass passport registration for students?
So we realized that mostly when students leave campus or even are on campus and they want to take exchange programs, their problem becomes having their passport. And then it will be best that you have it down than you have some few days to apply for the exchange program or studies abroad, and then you don't have your passport and they are frustrated. So we're thinking if you're able to bring it on board, do it for them. They will have it down. If the need be that they need a passport, you can just grab it and then go ahead with their registrations.
Gentlemen, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, beautiful.
You are one of the officers here, I guess.
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm John Ajekumdakwa. I'm currently the head of trade and technology for local NUGS.
I was expecting you to add before to it, John Ajekum. Do you relate to him, our former president?
Oh, no, please. But he's been my #1 fan. Yeah, my role model.
Interesting. We'll talk about that later, but let's get to know what is actually happening here. I have seen set registration here, but you tell us, what are you actually doing?
Okay,
tell us more about that.
Thank you so much, Mr. PDF, for your question. And I would like to use this opportunity to extend my warm regard to all our viewers watching us. So this local NUGS UCC, and last semester we promised you guys that we'll be bringing NUGS to your doorstep. So this afternoon we are at the Parliament House of the University of Cape Coast to register students for their best certificates. So with this, you would have to meet the recommendations so that we can register you. So you have to provide, let's say, your Ghana card and other items so that we'll be able to take you through the registration process. So without some of these requirements, let's say the Ghana card and stuff, you wouldn't be able to register.
Of course, in everything they say, there is a season, time to be born and a time to die. This is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of Campus Rundown here on TV UCC. My name is Louise Bequin. You can call me the PDF. We've spent time with the executives of local NUGS of University of Cape Coast and some students who came here to do passports and other registrations. If there's something that you would want to write to us, go ahead. Leave your comment at the comment section below and we would highly appreciate it. But before we go, if you have not subscribed to our channel, this is the time. Subscribe to our channel, hit on the notification icon so that you will get alert and share our content for the world to get to know what we are doing here. Let me remind you that come 18th of this month, February, matriculation will come off and this is where we'll stream it live. So do make time with us. This explains why I'm saying that if you're a student specifically, subscribe, hit on the notification icon so that you will get alert the moment we start streaming the matriculation ceremony. This is TV UCC. It is bye for now.